Hi guys, and welcome back to episode 28, or day 28 of the JKT Advent Calendar. And what horrible thing do we have to build today? We've only got 4 days left, guys. What are we building? More housing! Because we went so long with no housing, we now have like all the houses. So these specifically say 2-story because the other ones were kind of just left up to me what I wanted, if I want to do 2-story, 1-story basement houses. These ones specifically are 2-story, and that's why there's only 2 of them. Prismarine! Oh goody, my favorite. Let's go with Prismarine. There's a lot of options to go with Prismarine. The Dorite would be okay, the Blackstone would be okay. The Warp would be great. Yeah, that's cherry. That's pink. Why is it pink and blue? Trans rights and all, but like, what the hell? Anyway, I have a friend today. I've stolen another friend. They're very intrigued by my strange chat. Those are words. Anyway, so the way we're doing this is we are both building one house. So that way they're very different, very, very different. And we've got a really weird stretch of land, so I'm doing one long house. And I'm primarily building out of cherry. As are they. We both kind of started doing big build out of cherry. And then every roof and floor is prismarine because it's what we could do. Cherry is a nice log. It is one of my favorites. I liked it ever since it was in every single mod pack ever. Except, you know, vanilla Minecraft. Until now. And prismarine. Prismarine has never been a favorite block of mine. I am against prismarine most ones. The only thing I like out of prismarine was sea lanterns. And now we have frog lights, which are 1,000 times better. So yes, that is going to be, that house that my silver is making is going to be the most obscure and not fitting house here because it is, I love silver and they're my friend, but our building styles are very, very, very different. I am very, very old school, big square, big square. Let's get that angles right, because I thought they were actually building in that pit originally, and then I looked over and realized they were on the hill. Alright, so for at least with mine, I've got my main big square, and I'm going to do a protruding balcony on the front. And then I'm going to do, like we did with the concrete buildings, a side balcony, where you can just walk off on top of the floor, or on the ceiling of the first floor, and it's just part of the main building. But I thought that front balcony would be kind of interesting, kind of cool. Oh man, it's very trans rights. It is very blue, and it hurts my eyes so much how blue it is. Especially since right behind us we've got yellow and green. So there is also no proper, we have a little bit of a yard on ours at the end, but there's no like back door. Mine only has 1 door. I think Silver's does end up having 2 doors. So I've got a side garden. They have an actual door into a backyard. Though it's not fully fenced in. It's just decorative. But they're nice. Look how pretty they are so far. They're very fucking blue. And pink. And there we go. There's where my cutoff is. That's where I'm going to have that balcony stick out. And as you can see, the balcony is only like 1 block wide. And I'm bringing up these pillars. So there's a lot of pillars on this. And I'm also moving away that door over because it can now be symmetrical. Hooray! So we want this to function. Part of me wishes I also moved that back in a little bit. But I had lined it up without that, so I couldn't move it back in. I couldn't have that little overhang roof on the side. Could have added it anyway, but I didn't. There we go. Silver had like a whole foundation and then destroyed it and brought it back and destroyed it and brought it back. They're very meticulous. I'm very entertained by it. And I'm trying to figure out a balcony. I did widen it and I used stairs to bring it in. I put bamboo in. I'm like, that looks nice. And I decided that I don't like it anymore. And I take it away and I put warped in. I'm like, oh look, now we got the green back. Yay. It matches. That should be working, right? That looks good. It's fine. For like 10 minutes. Because then I bring it around the sides too. I bring these trapdoors. It's a bad call. It was a bad call. Yeah, there it is. There's those green trapdoors. And it's a lot of green, it's a lot of blue. It's a lot of my hatred. Also, windows in this build were kind of weird because on the back and on the higher side, the walls are way higher. The floor is actually higher up, like we're sunk in the ground a bit. And then, so I can't do full windows. So I've got like the working class industrial windows that are just along the top in a long line. And that's it. Alright, because I'm inside now. I'm doing interiors. We're going to look at silvers. You see, we've now got fully foundation. They've got the full outline done. Not all their walls are in. But they're working on a roof. They have a very tall, very steep roof. Which is, for lack of a better word, it's a very much an elven fairy roof. Very much elven fairy vibes. And they're also outlining it with quartz. Very fantastic. Very beautiful. The white actually looks really nice with the regular prismarine brick. It is so blue. I believe when we were doing this, we weren't really paying attention because we were both doing our own individual build. They were even saying, I want to use dark prismarine for the roof. And then they just didn't. So I don't know how this came along. I think it's because I threw a bunch of off to the corner. There's a bunch of bricks on the floor that I just threw down so we could see the colors. If I didn't throw dark prismarine down. And I think that's why, is they just picked it up. They didn't want to type it in. I don't think they wanted to spell the word prismarine. But it looks fantastic. Look how nice these peaked roofs are. This person also built all of Whiterun in a server once in survival, and my gosh. It is block by block accurate to Whiterun, and it is terrifying. That world was deleted. We did save it though. Alright, now I'm on the second floor. As Silver continues being angry at peaked roofs. I was kinda on the second floor for a second. I guess I'm not. Alright, back outside. No, I'm fixing windows still. Alright, back to Silver. We've got the front and the back, both of these sides have a door. And it's just, they're very decorative, so there's stairs on these sides to bring texture, to bring openings, to bring everything in. I always have flat, very flat. I like it. And my gosh, these are just two very, very different builds, and I find it very, very funny. We are somehow making this pink and blue work. It is weird, but it is coming together quite nicely. Part of me wishes I changed my logs out for something more brown. Maybe the warped logs would have helped. It's got that purple cherry log look, but with the blue veins through it. Maybe that would have helped bring it together. Who knows? Alright, now we got the main bulk of this roof going on. And it is a monster. So, you can see they brought the whole square around and then they changed their mind because they were going to, I think, just do a peak, like a pyramid. And now they're going back to the peak. Because the pyramid on these peaks doesn't look good. If you have a solid pyramid, it doesn't work very well. Excuse me. It just doesn't match the rest of the building. I got the message that I read on my computer just now on my phone. Fantastic, Discord, thank you. My goodness. Wait, I hope you guys are all enjoying this. This is the 4th day before the end. So there's 3 more after this. And then we're done. We're done. The year's over. We're hopping into 2024. Hello, Snow Cloud. Hello, my baby girl. And I don't know if I'm ready for 2024. I don't think I'm mentally prepared for the year to be over. Snow Cloud, what are you doing? No, you're not allowed on my desk. I do like the lighter prismarine on this roof. Like, it still looks good. It's very pastel. But then again, we didn't really have a choice when we got blue and pink. It's gonna be really pastel no matter what we do. Alright, and this is what makes the roofs even more elven. Not only do they have a very steep peak, they also have a curve in the roof, which you can see in the lower parts, and now they're bringing it back up to the higher parts. It's easier by far to do one side, have it the way you want it, and then go and repeat it on the other side instead of doing it one layer at a time. It just makes it far easier. And when you do that curve, it also brings the white layer popping out. It's just beautiful. I've tried these. I cannot do these peaked roofs. They are not in my ability. And now I'm on a porch. And this is where I decided the green was bad, because I've got fences. And they looked horrible. So I brought in the bamboo, and it looks way better. Because the bamboo is just nice. It looks really good with cherry wood. It still looks good against the prismarine. Where the warped, as much as I love it, does not look very good with the pink all the time. Like, the trapdoor is just because of the design. It looks fantastic, but all in all, they don't match the rest. That looks better. So much better. Alright, and Silver's now filling in the big gaps. They're putting windows in. As they build this, they put windows in. There's no glass in them yet, I don't think. But they always make sure they leave the gaps so they know how it looks on the outside before they go on the inside. They don't have a lot of walls on the inside normally. Very open plan. Look how pretty that is! And then I'm sitting with my box. So yeah, the ceiling in mine is dark prismarine as well. It's just nice. It's just nice. Oh my goodness. So I believe they're going around, they're copying all the details over, they're making sure everything is the way they want it, and I'm inside the second floor just making a mess, destroying the world. I play around, because I'm building a living room on the upper floor. So I'm playing with a couch, changing all the schematics, and there's a room, as you can see. There's a tiny, tiny room there. That's essentially a cupboard. Because I want to be able to access the roof area. So I made a tiny, tiny, tiny cupboard with a ladder in it, and I don't know if the hole's there or not, but I popped my head out of it eventually. Sorry, I got chocolate. Christmas chocolate is amazing. Though I didn't get any, I had to buy my own. You can just see me popping in and out of that window. I think Silver's working on the flooring inside now. I don't know why I didn't cut this out. But I didn't. But they are, these two houses are very nice. And now, I was just saying that I wish the logs were changed on mine. Silver is actually going through and changing all of their logs to, I think, spruce. Because they thought the cherry was just a little too purple for their liking. As well as, you know, extra house details. Fences, trapdoors, stairs, slabs to bring the house out, to make it pop. So everything doesn't look super flat, to have texture in the build. The room is mine. Love that flat. Oh look, a creeper. There's a bunch of creepers walking around right now. So what I didn't notice is when I took the schematic of the wall, it pastes entities as well when I paste the wall segments in. There was a creeper there on the back of the wall that I didn't see. So there's now like 50 something creepers just walking around that haven't fully despawned yet. Or they are changing the rest of the logs. They did a section of it, realized they looked way nicer, and now they're just slowly doing everything else. I'm still playing on the inside. You can see I've put some green carpet in both at the front door, and you can see it through the windows on the top floor. And I just poked my whole head through the top, and now I'm decorating balconies. Look at those balconies. I did have two tables on each side. I decided one of them looked dumb. So that way if you're sitting out here, you can overlook the whole town. This town faces the front of the manor. You'll see over the leather worker. You're gonna see right to the library and the wall. I also bring the bamboo trapdoors out one. So originally they were sitting on the inside block, now they're sitting on the outside block, so they do pop up a little. But that also makes I can put stuff on the inside. And Silver's just going through with all the details. I am playing decorator. And I got some little moss there. I'm gonna plant some flowers. Some pretty baby flowers. Maybe? Hello, flowers? How long did I stare at flowers for? For 100 years. There we go. I did have a sunflower there, and I did decide I didn't like it. Sunflowers in Minecraft, if you guys didn't know, will always face the rising sun. So it faces the bulk of the town to the east. I took it away eventually. I didn't like it. But we got our little seating area, a very large seating area actually. I've got that, and then a little tiny table. This is more for like chatting. And also I can put a lantern on it. And we can't forget my pots and pots and pots. Gotta play pots and pots and pots. It's a requirement. And here Silver's coming over because I found out that I was right with the dark prismarine brick. And they came and took a stair that I was typing in. And I started doing stairs, stairs, stairs. I decided I didn't want to do stairs, stairs. I want a little bit of a less slope. And I did stair slab. Did this mean my little loft area is very short and I have a little bit of trouble walking into it? Yes. Same problem as the manor. It is ridiculous. Build up that little peak. I did math wrong. Gotta double check my math. Because it is hella wrong. There we go. That should be correct. You can see Silver just going in and taking out some of the stairs. Slowly, piece by piece by piece. Replacing all the dark prismarine. And I'm playing with the eaves. Eaves are always a problem in my opinion. like the little overhang from the roof. 'Cause usually my corners pop out. So I want them to do a block past that corner. Because of that, though, it's very thick. You can also see where I brought up that log I had from before. I do end up putting more of those logs in just because it looks nice, even though there's no log underneath. And I kind of fill it in, make sure that's all okay. I do put a window in the corners. And now I'm playing inside. I'm decorating. It's mostly like shelving, it's barrels, it's storage, it's excess storage up here. What you would normally see in an attic. And I kind of wish Silver kept that. Where it's like half and half prismarine, half brick, half dark prismarine. I actually really like how that half and half looks. That's kind of cool. Look how pretty that looks. Alright. I am done the outside pretty much. I did one last thing. I think I missed some glass on the backside, so I had to fill that in. And I'm making sure my windows line up nicely, that they look okay on the outside. Otherwise, we're pretty much done on our side. We're going to go to that little overhang where our first balcony is, our front balcony. We are going to decorate down there. Hilarious. Alright. So the balconies. I'm trying to get a light in and I'm hating everything. I put trapdoors in for a while for texture, didn't like it. Alright, so podzol. And we've got, I'm making sure my window up there is okay. Stairs. So again, most of the gardens on this house, there's only one entrance. So all of the little garden, I got a garden in the front, I'm going to put one on the side later on, is accessible only from the front door, so you have to walk around the house to get it. Do I think that's a little annoying? Yeah, yes. Yes, I do. Does it still look pretty? Yes, it is. Alright. So Silver's now working on interior. I decided to help them out. I go and get the pathing. Also this way I know the pathing's done the way I want. And I told them if they want to bring it up closer, they can. It's right there. So I did leave them a gap to play with if they wanted to. And also there's the door in the tower there. There's also one further down the hill, so I make sure everything's connected. I bring the left road all the way to the main road. That big circle road now has a path all the way to it. It is a little odd. It's just this tiny little road off the main road, and it's actually, it doesn't look too bad. It doesn't mean there's a lot of paths you can take. Alright, we're gonna play with Silver in the interior. You guys are going to love it. Again, as I said, pink. 'Tis very pink. 'Tis very blue. They don't go together. I did notice something cool about prismarine. As the days change time, as it goes from morning to night, it does slightly change color. You can see it's kind of like goes from blue to a green to a blue again. It's weird. I don't know if I like it. It's just fucking weird. Yeah, I did move the camera to watch her, and currently all I do is watch that skeleton through the window because she moved way too fast. I also told her I placed that camera there, so she immediately hid from it. She did not like its existence. She would have to come back down here and deal with it, though. But yeah, as I said, there's not a lot of wall. No doors inside. It's all open concept. It's okay, kitty cat. Now they build a little table in the corner here. That goes. That gets replaced later on with a cauldron. We don't show her building that because I didn't notice she replaced it. And at that point in time, I had taken my camera off. Alright, carpet. Because my god, please stop. Stop me look. I don't want to look at the blue anymore. It's too blue. It's a nice little carpet. It is pretty. Alright, and here we are. We've got our 2 housing. We got my little build we'll go through first. I said I got a little side garden. There are gates. And I realized I can't show you off the back of the build because the wall is way too close. There's our porch. Didn't see that before with all the cherry blossoms, I bet. And the inside, we've got our first bedroom. I even hung curtains. We've got a kitchen. We've got a dining table. We've got our second bedroom. Much more industrial style. Little closet as always. Our table. Let's go upstairs. We've got our living room with a big TV, a sectional couch. Our balcony. Fantastic view, as I said. Our other balcony. Just a nice little seating area. Alright. The crawl space. You gotta do a weird crouch here. And as I said, it's just a lot of storage. Not much up here. Windows are nice though. Alright. So that is this house. Silver's house. The very fairy house. The elven house. It looks good. They added a water feature. The back door kind of just goes off a cliff, which I find funny. And all they did was expand the skulk on the sides, which looks nice. I said there's our cauldron that the table got replaced by. Under the stairs, library and trophy wall. Upstairs is just another table and 2 bedrooms. The chandelier is beautiful. Again, both these houses are fully spawn-proofed. Just a nice build. No, I got trapped on a door. Look at that. Let's see what these look like in Sphax. Now Sphax, again, isn't fully updated yet. They do not have any of the cherry or bamboo. But they do have prismarine. And my lilies. I love my lilies. And I actually really like prismarine shards here. Look how nice that is. It is much nicer than our normal cobblestone. We've got our main bedroom. TV still looks great. Sectional, questionable. Our front balcony. Alright, we're gonna go this way first. And yeah, there's a shrieker there. I did indeed put a shrieker there. I thought it was funny. There's a lot of weird random blocks there. I was just like, this'll look okay. And our side balcony. It's just nice. Alright, the elven house. Very pink. But as I said, the dark prismarine and the quartz looks fantastic against the pink. I do wish they did that half and half though. It was very pretty. Got the cauldron. We've got the upstairs with the 2 bedrooms and the chandelier, of course. Very open concept, very open space, very pretty. And of course the bookshelf. And our water feature. Alright. What's our next one? Alacrity? Alacrity always looks pretty. Show me the goods. And I don't think they have cherry blossom either. Doesn't look like it. But they do have everything else. Like prismarine. Again, very pretty. I'm very fond of this. Yeah, this shard looks great. It looks way better. But as I said, Alacrity is very much an outdoorsy mod. All of their stuff that is naturally generated looks fantastic. Man-made stuff is a little iffy. Sea lantern's broken. Shrieker terrifying. Glistening blackstone. Like even hay looks a little weird. But otherwise, very pretty in here. Our whittle benches. The elven house. Let's see how this looks. The spruce is very dull. in my opinion. It's far too dull for this. As the log, anyway. But inside looks fantastic. Because they've got that rim on the floor. It just looks great inside. I can't wait to see when this I keep calling it a mod, when this texture pack fully updates, what Alacrity is going to do with Cherry Blossom and Bamboo. Very intrigued. Very terrified. Alright. Ready for your guys' eyes to bleed? It's Toonverse! It's pink. It's very pink. I hate it. I want to vomit. This is too pink. Also, I saw a gopher for a second and I was very confused trying to remember what block was there. It was grass. It's just grass. Don't know what was going on with that. I like what they did with prismarine. It's still very vibrant, but it was already like that. So at least in my opinion, it has a right to stay vibrant. It doesn't look 1,000 times more worse. I also like that they do with the woods in this, where you've got the plank textures, but they're kind of a little off. They're a little worn in places. You can't deny the view is pretty. Sea lantern is questionable. Shrieker is terrifying. Bee's nest is too yellow. And what the fuck is the hay done? Pardon my language. I hate it. For the most part, I do like using Tooniverse for people who have trouble seeing color distinguish. So if you guys have trouble with color problems, again, this is a very good mod to use. Resource pack. We've got the nasty purple water with the fish that somehow don't change texture. And the inside, again, beautiful, fantastic. Very pink. It definitely needs a little bit. Why is the egg so circular? I dislike that. It's just nice in here. I had to stop. I was distracted by that stair on the top that I didn't notice before and I was very confused. Alright. Now the brown. Give me the brown mod. Texture pack. Show me the brown. They made cherry logs more brown, less purple. It looks good. Cool? Looks good. It looks decent. It takes away that weird purpley color. They also made them a much more Barbie pink than a pale, pale, pale pink. So my green looks a little weird. You guys like what I did with the stairs though? There's upside down stairs on the top of them, so it gives that little weird shelf effect. It made me happy. I love the pots though. Look at those tree pots. Just nice. I can't deny the view though. The view is going to be nice no matter what. You get to look at the bakery. Sea lantern doesn't look like it changed. Shrieker doesn't look like it changed. I went the wrong way. Beehive doesn't look like it changed. It is nice up here. Hey, is quite questionable still. It looks nice. Coven did a good job here. And now the fairy house. I didn't notice until this texture pack that those are stained glass windows. I did not realize there was white stained glass windows on these. I thought it was normal. We've got the upstairs, very pale on birch. Chandelier still looks great. And yes, they used blue and pink candles. I thought it was funny. We've got our lovely brown thing. Egg didn't change nor did any of the heads. Either way, overall, I'm very happy with this. Again, the one house stands out a lot. Even without the resource pack on, it stands out a heckin' lot. And as we move over, so we're gonna move now to the far end of town. Part of me wanted to do our next build here, by the dripstone cave and the portal. I decided against it. We're gonna go further back and we're gonna go behind the guardhouse. Obviously, depending on the size, it could be bigger. It could move all the way over to the portal. Who knows? But that's where we're gonna be. We're gonna be on the corner between the guardhouse and the brick houses. Either way, I hope you had a lovely day. I hope you have a lovely time. Be prepared for the end of the year. And until next time, we'll see you tomorrow. Bye now, and good night.